it is tough to steal the headlines from the road to WrestleMania. AEW's trying, but the headlines they're getting aren't great. Can they course correct? Again, let's get ready for AEW Dynamite. Flawless. AEW Dynamite is going down in Baltimore on Wednesday evening. Coming off of Dynasty, that was, again, good wrestling show, but left people a little bit underwhelmed with how it finished. I think you need to make this connection obvious right away with the Bucks and with the Death Riders. I think there are a lot of times people are like, you know what, just let the story play out, just let it whatever. And I know, like, on here when I'm doing the previews, it's like, you know what, we need to know Cena's motivations right away, big promo, and then they just do teaser videos and then they drag it out over a few weeks. And you know what, that was better. I can be impatient. Obviously I can. You know, like a lot of, well, I think they should do this is because I want it now and I want to know everything. But this one, I think we want it now and we need to know everything because the patience for this is gone. Like there is no patience for anything else involving the Death Riders v AEW. And so the Young Bucks coming in and adding to this, it wasn't a, oh, well, how is this going to play out? It's like, oh, you fucking kidding me. So you have lost the runway now to do the long-term story thing. You've tried the long-term story thing with the Death Riders for a bit, and quite frankly, it sucked. So now we need to get this thing back on track. Or close-ish to the track. So this can't just be a little subtle, well, you know, whatever. This needs to be this is why we did it. This is why that guy can go fuck himself. And this is why we're going to do this in the future. And these are I think you need to explain it to us like we're 5, some of the motivations in this, because if it's just oh, well, maybe, oh, well, who knows, oh, well, I thought just this, and then, like, you're losing people already. And this is kind of, I don't want to say it's your last chance, because it's wrestling, and it's not, but this is your last chance to save this thing before people eventually find out the end of it on Twitter instead of on your television show. So I think it needs to be a big angle coming up on Wednesday. And where does Swerve kind of fit in with everything? He hasn't necessarily been in the Young Buck universe a ton. So where does he fit with all of that? And then there's the obvious Hangman connection in this as well. And so do we get a tag match with them against the Bucks and then Moxley is off doing something else with Contender X, or what is going on here? Like, do we have like a full NWO invasion going on? Is it just a couple of sides who don't really love how AEW is going? Where are we going with this one? So I think we need to kind of figure that out as well. I am interested in what's happening with MJF and the Hurt Business. I kind of thought it was a weird match, and then we get it at the pay-per-view, and now you start thinking of some possibilities. It's like, okay, well, there could be something here. So I'm interested to see what is kind of the next step of this particular feud. And then the last thing, what's next for Okada and Omega? We've had a couple stare downs ending pay-per-view segments before, but now I think we kind of need to start ramping this up, maybe even a little bit. And if we're not going to, what is next for these guys as challengers? Or for challengers, because they are both champions right now. So what is next for them? What is the last hurdle to clear before we get them at All In out in Texas? So a few questions to be answered coming up on AEW Dynamite.